saw a lot of teams improve from week 1 to week 6. They may not have been able to make it into the playoffs, but that improvement is exactly what you want to see through a 6-week series. Excited to see these teams come back for Season 2. I have a feeling a lot of these teams that may not have qualified for the playoffs will come back even stronger and potentially go on to find themselves playing the role of David versus Goliath here, like we've seen from both of these two Shenandoah teams, and make their way all the way to the grand finals. Has been such an absolutely great story for both of these two Shenandoah teams.
Absolutely, and with it being a collegiate esport as well, you're going to have some turnover here and there. Some players will graduate. Maybe some rookies have proven themselves, just as Gingy proves himself here, scoring the first goal to kick things off. Shenandoah A on the board, 4:27 left to go.
Now, Joey, I don't want to give a cast or curse or anything, but I feel like we should give a prediction of at least who's going to win this matchup here in the grand finals. Who do you think is going to win in this matchup?
And I believe that was Shenandoah B that actually scored.
Yeah.
This is going to be confusing because we just used to calling them Shenandoah in their matches. I do think Shenandoah A wins. Shenandoah B a little bit warmer overall, but Red is just a phenomenal goalkeeper, doing a great job keeping GMU A out from scoring in that last series. I'm going to give the edge to Shenandoah A, but I do think this one could go the distance as well. Both these teams have probably practiced quite a bit up against one another. They know each other's styles maybe better than some of these other teams throughout the conference. So I would not be surprised if we see this go 6 or 7 games, but in the end, I will give that edge to Shenandoah A.
I mean, your analysis is fantastic as always. I was just trying to set you up for the, I'm picking Shenandoah to win. Because this is a Shenandoah versus Shenandoah matchup. But yes, if we're going to be specific, I'm right there with you. I feel like Shenandoah A and Shenandoah B have the chance to take this 6, possibly 7 games. It is going to be an all-out battle. It is for bragging rights on Shenandoah University as well. If the B team takes down the A team, are they really the B team? You know, you have to ask that question as well. But it's absolutely fantastic. But I'm right there with you. I do think Shenandoah A in the long run will pull this one out. But I would love to be proven wrong again, like everything else in the playoffs so far. As easy for Shenandoah A will tie it up with 3:13 to go. And we're all even here in game 1.
Easy going up and Easy tapping it off that post there, taking that upper left corner and then sliding it right around into the goal. 1-1, 3:13 left to go. Both Shenandoah teams with a goal apiece.
On the kickoff, ball drops back into Shenandoah B's defensive end. Now it's Easy looking to break that deadlock. Ball go back through midfield. Little collision between teammates might result in a goal, but Easy back in time. Near post, that was dangerous.
I think back what you were saying as well, John. Shenandoah just the obvious winner here. Both teams, I mean, just in general, like we say it as a joke, but let's talk about these teams. Like, these players have improved so much throughout the course of the season. The coaching has been phenomenal for Shenandoah. I mean, again, of all the teams in the MAEC conference, yes, you can argue GMU and GW are phenomenal teams, but the improvement, they always have like the needs improvement award or the most improved award rather. Shenandoah deserving that for both these divisions, showing us time and time again how they've grown through phenomenal coaching, through support of the university, finding their way to the finals, both teams. I mean, that's just such a good spot to be in for Shenandoah.
Absolutely, especially when you have that support of the university. As Easy shot will get tucked in under that crossbar. Shenandoah A now up 2-1 with 2:10 to go. But to finish my thought real quick, when you have that support of the university that is backing this initiative into esports, that can make a massive, massive difference. I mean, part of the goal here with the Mid-Atlantic Esports Conference is to show how great this is for your students and for your student e-athletes, if you want to go down that road, if you want to go ahead and add a different label to them, to show how this can actually be a legitimate collegiate varsity sport. Yeah, there may not be like a governing body like an NCAA or anything like that as of yet, but the thing is, it's still viable. A lot of the current generation plays video games. They believe in competitive video games, and that's what we're seeing put on display here, is that love and passion for Rocket League being displayed at a collegiate level, and I couldn't be happier to see this on display right here in the Mid-Atlantic region.
Absolutely, and on top of those colleges supporting this competition, this conference, a big shout out to the Game Gym and Events DC as well, founding members of the Mid-Atlantic Esports Conference. And so far through Season 1, John, I would say it's been a pretty good success.
Absolutely. Who knows? Maybe we get some more colleges involved for Season 2. I'm pretty sure we'd be excited to see the conference grow, add more teams in, extend that season just a little bit more. See more amazing Mid-Atlantic Esports Rocket League action here. Be fantastic as Red gets a save on Jax are better. A 2-1 lead for Shenandoah A, under 60 seconds to go. Ball played into the corner, Pops with a chance. Hits the ball just wide into the corner. Ball played in deep, 40 seconds to go. It's Genji, the shot's gonna be too wide. Jax are better, back in, looks to play it off the backboard. Red goes up with a strong challenge, not out of danger yet. 30 seconds, Genji for Shenandoah B, tucks it in, near post. Just can't get on the other end of the post and it will roll out. 20 seconds to go, Jax are better, looks to play it back in. Easy goes up, strong defense for Shenandoah A. Holding on to a 1-goal lead. 10 seconds to go. Ball floating above that crossbar. They finally get the clearance out. Shenandoah A keeps the ball in. And as long as that ball stays up in the air, they have a chance and it will come crashing down. And Shenandoah A will take game one in a closely contested 2-1 match.
Absolutely. We talked a lot about the conference because it's just phenomenal stuff, but that game, John, so back and forth. We see a number of shots coming out from both sides. It looks like 7 on the side of Shenandoah B and 9 on the side of Shenandoah A. So pretty close overall, just a 2-shot difference. But in the end, that did lead to 1 goal being scored, or 1 extra goal being scored, rather, for the side of Shenandoah A, who sets up a Game 1 victory.
And that Game 1 victory gives them that 1-0 lead here in this best of 7 for the Grand Finals. This old Shenandoah Grand Finals, as both A and B team has qualified here in the Grand Finals of Shenandoah A with that advantage so far. Going into Game 2, teams staying on the same side. Shenandoah A on the blue, Shenandoah B on the orange side. Kick it off here into Game 2. We'll see if Shenandoah B is able to respond. We've seen them go up against some very tough competition in the regular season and here in the playoffs. Going up against their A team from their same university, has to be along those same lines. So we'll see if they're able to bounce back here and try to take a win in Game 2 to even the series.
Absolutely. It looks like this one's going to start off similarly to Game 1. Not quite as early as a goal so far, but a lot of bouncing around. Quite a few shots coming out as well. Some nice defense as well. Genji sending that one away for a nice save after a pop shot.
All played to the side wall, back in the defensive end for Shenandoah A, looking to get the ball through midfield. But Genji will play it back in before he gets demoed. Now through midfield, it's Red for Shenandoah A. Strong defense on the side of Shenandoah B, keeping that away from the frame of the goal, and Romeo with a good save on Easy. Red looks to play it back in. The centering feed, back to Easy, back to Red, a tic-tac-toe passing play resulting in the first goal. You're just over a minute into Game 2, and it's Shenandoah A striking first.
Tic-tac-toe, I like that one, John. Cross it off the board because that is a goal coming through. Red with a beautiful tap in to close off a beautiful pass from Easy, getting the job done and kicking off the scoring here. 1-0 Shenandoah A in the lead, just a minute in.
Jax are better back on defense, looking to clear it out. Shenandoah A feeling pretty good now. That was a beautiful team play resulting in a goal. Teamwork does, in fact, make the dream work. Another chance here now for Shenandoah B. The centering feed just a little too high, gets picked off by Shenandoah A, and it's going to be Red trying to make a deflection there on goal. Easy back through midfield. Jax are better. Solid midfield play from both of these teams, not allowing the ball to go into their defensive end too often. When it does, both teams are fairly quick about getting it out. Ball bounces back, Pops with a chance here, looks to slow things down, just hits it a little too high. And Genji coming in to help clear it out as well. Pops back through midfield, will play it back in. Looking for Easy down low, ball into the corner, Easy whips around. Romeo will get there first. Pops it over one defender. Pops sitting back. Don't let the ball go any further into their defensive end. Now Genji through midfield. The side wall, Jax are better, puts that pressure on. Looking for the equalizer, can't get there. Shenandoah B trying to even this one up, approaching the halfway mark here in Game 2. Jax are better, keeping this a 1-goal game. Now Jax are better on the other end, the centering feed, the shot, and it's in for Romeo. 2:21 to go, and we're all even at 1 apiece.
Nice play there. Jax Are Better sends that one up. Easy taps it into the corner, but Jax Are Better gets on the end of it once again, sends it into Romeo, and Romeo takes this nice straight-on shot onto goal. Ties things up 1-1 just halfway through game 2.
Jax Are Better now in the air. Shenandoah B looking for their first lead here. They're going to have to try to hold off the Shenandoah A team as well. 2 minutes to go. Red through midfield into the offensive end. Gets taken out by Romeo. It's one way to play defense. Just destroy the other team's car. Works out pretty well here as the ball gets played back in. Pops back into the opposite corner. Their defensive end. Not out of danger yet as Jax Are Better looks to play it back. Keeps that pressure on. Romeo going up, just unable to find that angle onto the ball. Back, a centering chance here. The shot near post won't go. Jax Are Better had a clear shot. The follow-up. Romeo makes it a brace for himself and a brace on the side of Shenandoah B. It's 2-1, 1:33 to go.
Yeah, they had me sweating on that one. Jax Are Better slightly missing that first shot. I don't know if he was going for a pass or trying to slip that one in past the post. In the end, it didn't work out, but that ball sat idle a little too long, and Romeo decided to send it to the back of the net. 2-1, Shenandoah B in the lead, 1:30 to go here in game 2.
Ball played into the corner. Shenandoah B with the lead here in match 2 of this best of 5. Romeo looking to hold on to position. Pardon me, best of 7. My apologies. The ball goes in for Red. That lead did not last long. It is 2 apiece. 1:12 to go.
Great stuff here. Red coming in easy, almost getting that first initial shot off. Gingy knocking away, then Gingy knocking it back again. Unfortunately, not getting enough power on it to keep it out of the goal as it does slide in. We're all even, John. 1:12 left to go here in game 2. Both sides starting to get those shots to come off, starting to find that potency in their shooting, continuing to put it on the frame of goal.
And Pops with a great opportunity to get the lead back for Shenandoah A. Just missed it. 1 minute to go, all even at 2 apiece. Shenandoah A up in the series, 1-0. Pops with the clearance. The credit for the save since that ball was on frame. Not out of danger. The shot coming in. Red with another save on Shenandoah B. Jax Are Better with that shot. Unable to get it to go. Genji missed the ball through midfield.
That clock continuing to tick down, John. 35 seconds left. Everything's still tied up. Overtime could be on the cards, but still time for both teams to score as well.
30 seconds to go. Red with a great shot. It was set up perfectly for Shenandoah A, and Red punishes Shenandoah B. 26 seconds to go.
Absolutely easy turning that one back over. Both players there, Pops and Red. Pops goes for the block to try to keep the goalkeeper out of the way, but it's not needed in the end as Red slides it into that goal, finds the lead. 26 seconds left to go here. Shenandoah A back in the lead.
Shenandoah B looking to tie this one up. Under 20 seconds to go. Time not on their side. A great chance. Strong defense from Shenandoah A will keep that ball out. Jax Are Better in the defensive end. 10 seconds to go. Genji back in, has a chance. Ball needs to stay in the air. Shenandoah B wants to have a chance here and it'll come crashing down towards the midfield mark. That is a game 2 win for Shenandoah, and that is a 2-0 series lead for Shenandoah A as well. Very solid performance here, back and forth. Shenandoah B showed a little bit more life here in game 2. We'll see what happens in game 3 here, but so far Shenandoah A off to a fantastic start in the grand finals.
Yeah, but it's not been a walk in the park either. Shenandoah A definitely being challenged by their sister team in Shenandoah B. 8 shots to 5 in that one. Shenandoah A with that lead in the shot total, finding that lead in goals as well, but not an easy one to come by as Shenandoah B's defense has been phenomenal so far as well. We'll see if they can keep it up here, but find a little bit more offense to give them the edge as we load into game 3.
Absolutely. So, like, for Shenandoah B, Joey, I don't know if they need to change too much. They just need to find that last pass to get that clean shot off on goal. It feels like they're able to put that pressure on. They're getting a lot of opportunities. It's just they're maybe one pass away, or maybe they just need to position themselves a little bit better to get that better angle on the shot. Just feels like they're just maybe an inch or two off from scoring a goal, or just one pass away from finding that wide open shot.
Yeah, absolutely. And that can be the difference maker, John. Again, the shot total being so close, 2 shots, 3 shots of a difference through most of these games so far. Both teams showing they're capable of shooting, but Shenandoah A so far having that slight edge, finding a few more of those effective shots and turning them into goals. Some really good work from Red as well. We've talked about it throughout the season. Red finds ways to be a phenomenal goalkeeper, but also find ways to find the way to rotate up when needed, to get on and potentially be that third attacker and to get that final shot going on to goal. So far, very effective in this series, very effective throughout the season as well, and that has been the difference maker, I would say, overall, getting those more shots. But again, Red's rotations have been phenomenal.
Absolutely. So there's going to be a slight delay here as we are waiting for a player to reconnect to the lobby. A little disconnection activity going on here. It's typical for these online events. It happens from time to time. But the players are warming up here for Game 3. A Game 3 that for Shenandoah A, they could be putting themselves into match point if they're able to find a way to win here. I mean, I personally would like a 7-game match. I mean, who wouldn't? But Shenandoah A just able to find a way to really hold their own, whether it's a low-scoring game or it's a high-scoring game. Shenandoah A has just found a way to kind of adapt to whatever Shenandoah B is throwing at them. And I'd also have to imagine that they've practiced against Shenandoah B quite a bit throughout the season as well. They know what those players are capable of doing. And if you believe in the theory that the A team is the best team, the B team is the second best team, you would have to imagine the better players, if you will, would be on the A side. But you just can't count anybody out in the playoffs here, because if you do, you may wind up like a Mason or a George Washington.
Yeah, I mean, A, B, 1, 2, red, blue. Either way, both teams find themselves into the finals here. So regardless of where you rate the players, you could rate Shenandoah at the top because both their teams made it here today. Again, taking down an undefeated team in GMU, an undefeated team in GW as well. And both teams showing up. I mean, you talked about Shenandoah A playing up and being that aggressor, but also Shenandoah B matching a lot of that aggression, putting up a number of the shots. Yeah, they're 2-3 shots down from their opposition, but overall still putting on some great shots, still finding some amazing saves as well. In the end, falling just shy in the goals category, but heading into Game 3, they've gotten closer and closer from Game 1 to Game 2.
Yeah, and really one thing we've seen in this series, in comparison to what we've seen throughout the rest of the season, is that midfield play. There is a lot of midfield play here between Shenandoah A and Shenandoah B. A lot of balls going back and forth. Touched on a little bit there in Game 2, is that there may be a 30-40 second or point of the match where that ball is just kind of frozen there. And that's just because of great defense. The ball will barely get into the attacking third or the defensive third for either team because they're just so great at their positioning and that rotation. Both of these teams are fantastic with their positioning and their rotation that it's just really hard sometimes to enter that final third to go on the attack.
Yeah, and when they enter that final third, it seems like both these teams like to play the corners as well. That seems to be a very effective strategy for Shenandoah in general. They like to push it into that corner, and they like to center it out of that corner as well. We've seen both sides be able to do ground centers as well as aerial centers. Goals coming off either of them, and if not goals, pretty effective shots with some saves on the end of them too. So far, just 15 seconds into this one, we are loaded into Game 3. We'll see which team can come out on top. So far, Shenandoah up 2-0 in the series.
Genji shot turns up by Red, but Jacks are better for Shenandoah B, striking first. They don't want to go down 3-0 in this series, and they're going to strike first. It's 25 seconds in. Jacks are better, opening up the scoring.
Absolutely. That's what you need to do if you're Shenandoah B. Try to pull one back in this series. The best way to do that is to get more goals. It sounds easy, but it's not easy up against the Shenandoah A side who has defied those goals times and time again. Again, Red being a super effective defender for this team, and in the end, turning away a number of goals, but not that one as Shenandoah B is now on the board.
Ball back in Shenandoah B's defensive end. They're looking for that clearance. Easy now through midfield. We've seen that midfield play once again. Now it's easy into their attacking third. It's Red, the follow-up, and a beautiful challenge by Romeo. Not out of danger yet. Red will play it back. Genji looks to intercept. It has just easy to beat and easy. Not so easy to beat back on defense. Pops will play it in for Shenandoah A, looking to even the series up. Back through midfield into the attacking third for Shenandoah A. The B will get the clearance and plays it back in. This is that midfield play we're seeing once again, is when the ball does enter, it's quickly cleared out. The battle is really won here in the midfield between both of these two teams.
Yeah, a lot of midfield play and a lot of corner play. Again, we were talking about a bit during the break between games there. Both these teams, when they get into that final third, if there's not an effective centering shot available, they usually pull it into the corner, go for some aerial play, try to pass it off the wall there. And so far, it's been pretty effective. If it doesn't end up with a goal, it does usually end up with an effective shot. And once again, you see it back and forth in those corners.
And Easy putting the shot down, and Gingy comes flying across the face of goal to keep that one out. Shenandoah B threatening on the doorstep. That one hits off the off the post. Results in a head-to-head collision demo.
Yeah, I don't know who shot that. I think it was Jax or better, but the curve coming off of that ball, making it tough for the goalkeeper to keep out, getting the job done in the end, but whew, that was a tough one to block.
Ball goes all the way back to Shenandoah A's defensive end. Pops trying to clear the ball out. Gingy putting that pressure back on. Approaching the halfway mark here in game 3. It is a 2-0 series lead for Shenandoah A. For two very close matches with Shenandoah B here in the grand finals. They're looking to even it up now. 2:30 to go. And Gingy for Shenandoah B trying to put that pressure back on. Pops back through midfield. Great interception from Romeo. Will apply the pressure a little bit more for Shenandoah B. Shenandoah B is threatening, looking for that opportunity to bury goal number 2. Red stains the ball, trying to hold on to possession. It's a great interception and clearance for Shenandoah B. Easy back on defense now, looking to see where Shenandoah B is positioned.
Really nice clearance coming out there from Easy, then Red grabbing onto the end of it, but the aggression still coming in from Shenandoah B. Romeo with a potential shot, but it does get turned away.
And a big demo may have played a factor there in keeping that ball out of the back of the net. Just over 1:30 to go. A very low scoring affair between Shenandoah A and Shenandoah B here in the grand finals. One goal could be enough to do it, even though both teams have threatened with potentially scoring multiple goals. Only one so far has been lucky enough to find the back of the net, and that advantage has been given to Shenandoah B.
And it's definitely not over yet. Yes, we do have one team up by 1, but there's still plenty of time to play. We know both these teams are very capable of scoring as well. 1:08 left to go there. A nice snipe shot coming out, but Pops finding the save.
60 seconds to go here in game 3. Shenandoah A down by 1. Easy flipping the ball over to Red. Will play it back down. Jax are better in perfect position for the clearance. Will play it into the corner. Easy picks it back up along the side wall. Looks for Pops, help with the clearance. Pops on the side wall, hits it off the ceiling. Shot down to Red, and Gingy with a quick save. Perfectly timed to keep that one out of the back of the net. 30 seconds to go. Jax are better, puts the ball back on frame. Not out of danger yet. They're looking for goal number 2, and that may be enough to put away game 3 for Shenandoah B. With under 20 seconds to go, Shenandoah A still just down by 1. They get the clearance, long range clearance, will find the distance all the way to the back wall into the corner. Romeo will pick it back up. Not out of danger, they're pressing in, that's Pops. Ball can't drop down, Easy. Falls up off the backboard, not in position for the follow-up. 1 second to go, as long as that ball stays in the air, Shenandoah A has a chance. Red comes crashing down to the ground, and Shenandoah B takes game 3 and pulls one back in the series, makes it 2-1 now for Shenandoah A in the lead heading into game 4.
There's going to be no sweep here today, John, but game 3s, that seems to be a theme so far from what we saw in both semifinals. We see the Shenandoah teams going up 2-0, and then the game 3 game going to the opposition. This time, since there is no opposition to a Shenandoah school, it's going to be a Shenandoah team taking that win and another one losing it here. We'll see if trends continue, if they can keep things going here for Shenandoah A, picking back up with the game 4 victory, or if Shenandoah B has found that turning point and can push forward for a potential not really even a reverse sweep yet. We're not deep enough to have a reverse sweep here in these best of 7. We are going to go ahead and load into game 4 here. We'll see what action is to come.
Absolutely, and just another indicator of how technical that last game was. The shot total was 6-4 in favor of Shenandoah B. It's probably one of our lower shot totals we've seen here in the playoffs between any teams. That just goes to show you not only how great the defense is, but how that possession and the control of the ball and the positioning on the field really does play a major factor into how the score comes down between both of these teams. A very, very slower paced game, not a lot of shots, Every goal essentially is critical in this series.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, bragging rights on the line here, not only for the MAEC conference, but at their own school as well. Shenandoah versus Shenandoah. Such a great storyline coming out here today. Both teams pulling off the upsets, finding themselves in this position to begin with. Both teams with wins on the board now as well. Shenandoah A again in the lead, 2-1 in the series. But so far through 1 minute, no goal scored yet in Game 4.
Now a chance back post was Gingy, couldn't get the shot on target. We're under a minute in here to Game 4. Still a stalemate between Shenandoah A and Shenandoah B. Seeing repeats of what we saw in Game 3. Here early on as Romeo picks up a save on red shot for Shenandoah A. They're looking to open the scoring up, and Pops will pass it to Easy. 3:30 to go here in Game 4, and it's 1-0 for Shenandoah A.
I mean, you say pass, I say becomes the tee. I mean, he's just sitting there. It looked like a game of golf there for a second as Easy just comes swinging in and sends that one down the fairway and into the goal. 1-0, 3:30 left to go here. Shenandoah A in the lead.
Pops through midfield, sets Jax up. Shot will be super high. Easy able to get to there. Gingy, the centering feed. Jax R better was there. Strong defensive challenge from Shenandoah A. Doesn't let that shot get off. Now it's Easy along the side wall, back in the defensive end. Romeo applying the pressure. Looking to drop it down. Shot on target. Jax R better rotates in time, gets the save off. Again, I can't say it enough. The rotation from both of these teams always has a player in the perfect position, either on attack, defense, or in goal. It is absolutely fantastic to watch both of these teams and the rotation, which means their communication is on point.
Absolutely, and I don't want to discredit their offenses with this statement, but I feel like both these teams are very defensive-minded. We've seen them continue to turn away some amazing saves throughout the season this year, and again, you see shots coming through from them as they're very effective as finding ways to get those off as well, but it starts with the defense, that effective counterattacking strategy, being able to play it up with a secure goalkeeper for both sides and push forward and continue to get shots like we're seeing here. Another one coming off, but yet again missing because of stellar defense.
2 critical chances for Shenandoah A to increase their lead. Beautiful defensive saves for Shenandoah B. Pops looking to go back in. Now it's red. Feathering that boost just a little bit. Saw 2 defenders there. Wasn't quite sure what he wanted to do. Tries to hold on to possession. Easy back through midfield. Ball gets played back in. Shenandoah B looking to even this game up at 1 apiece. The shot too high. Aiming back post, the follow-up, centering feed. Easy will intercept it. Looks to go the other way. Gingy back playing defense. Gets beat at the last second. A beautiful play from Easy results in goal number 2 for Shenandoah A.
Yeah, I think Gingy got a little too fancy here. Easy goes up, Gingy goes up to match, but then Easy going back down. A little mind game coming out in the end from Shenandoah A, and it secures a goal in the end. 2-0, 1:37 left to go. Shenandoah A eyeing a potential 3-1 series lead here if they can close out Game 4.
1:30 to go here in Game 4. Shenandoah B looking for their first goal here in this game. Find themselves down 2-0 so far. Jax are better through midfield, picks up full boost now along the side wall. Romeo is there looking to bounce the ball down. A chance here as it's just over the crossbar. Jax are better keeping that pressure on Shenandoah A. If they can hold on to possession, they cannot. Under a minute to go. Ball back into their defensive end where Shenandoah A is looking to apply more pressure. Back towards midfield. Romeo goes in, misplays the ball. Pops enters into the offensive end. Easy will have to backtrack as Gingy gets the clearance. The follow-up shot, beautiful save from Easy. Read it the whole way. Gingy will play back in, 30 seconds to go, still down by 2. Shenandoah B needs a quick goal. Get themselves going in the right direction. Otherwise, they'll be finding themselves down 3-1 in this best of 7 grand finals.
Yeah, tough situation to be in if you're Shenandoah B. Shenandoah A with the lead here, 2 goals up, 10 seconds left, running out of time to find those equalizers.
5 seconds to go. That is just tough. That Tux hits the crossbar, slams on the ground. That is a solid 2-0 win for Shenandoah A. Makes it 3-1 in the series. And Joey, in this final, we are heading to match 5, and we're heading to match point for Shenandoah A.
Absolutely, Shenandoah A sticking with the trend that we've seen here today, but we haven't had a game 5 yet. We don't know where the trend should go from here. We'll see if Shenandoah A can end this story with a 4-1 victory over their sister team, Shenandoah B, or if Shenandoah B decides they want to continue to push this series along and do so here by extending it with a win here in game 5. John, we're getting ready to load in once again. The action continues. It's been a little less scoring in these last couple games. We'll see if it picks up here or if that stellar defense still comes out from both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. But all 4 of these games so far have been incredibly close. I mean, there hasn't been a blowout. We haven't seen a 4, 5, 6 goal win here in this grand finals. The most we've seen is a 2-goal win. The least we've seen, obviously, just a 1-goal win. But it's been back and forth. Both of these teams calculating each move, just like Pops, who said before this match, I'm going to score 24 seconds in. And Pops did just that. It's 1-0 for Shenandoah A.
Wow, I didn't hear that call, John, but I'm glad that came through for you. Pops coming through with his promise, getting the job done, putting the first score up on the board, and that is Shenandoah A in the lead now. Looking to close this one out if they can hold that lead, but there's still a lot of time left on the board. Shenandoah B is not going to go down easy.
Speaking of easy, picking up that nice little save. Well played. I like it. Ball bouncing all the way back, and Easy gets back just in time. Romeo thought he had a slow roller. Couldn't find the back of the net. Shenandoah B looking to respond quickly. Red on the side wall. Easy will pick it back up towards midfield. Approaching 1 minute played here in game 5. Ball slams off the post. And Pops will put it away exactly at the 1 minute mark. Makes it 2-0 for Shenandoah A. The dream start for them just a minute in.
Pop 1, Pop 2, can he pop 3? Can we see a hat trick coming out from Pops? We have 4 minutes to find out if that will be the case. But Shenandoah B, again, not going to go down easy. We know this team is capable of scoring. We keep saying easy because easy's in this game. Both sides making it not easy throughout the season, but finding ways to get it done in the playoffs. We'll see if Shenandoah B is going to end up ending the series here or if they'll continue to extend it as we kick down 3:45 left to go.
Pops back into the corner for Shenandoah A along the side wall. Big demo coming out. Easy, the shot turned aside by Romeo. Ball bouncing all the way back in Shenandoah A's defensive end. Now Pops back through midfield, intercepted by Jaxar. Better will play into the corner. Romeo is there, looking for the centering feed. Red with the save. Gingy will play it back in, but gets the demo instead. The ball gets cleared. And a shot from Pops. Romeo gets the save. What was an aggressive attack from Shenandoah B quickly turned into attack for Shenandoah A.
That beautiful counterattack that both these teams know how to play. We've seen it so effective from both sides. A potential opportunity for Shenandoah B, but it gets turned away by Easy.
Easy back along that side wall. Just under 3 minutes to go here in game 5. It is match point for Shenandoah A. Looking to be crowned the first ever champions here of the Mid-Atlantic Esports Conference Rocket League division. Along the side wall, Gingy looks to get the clear into the corner now. Looking to cut that lead down, back post, maybe a little miscommunication as 2 cars for Shenandoah B collide into one another. Regardless, the ball unable to find the back of the net. It's still a 2-goal lead for Shenandoah A.
That clock continuing to tick down as well. 2:10 left to go here. Shenandoah A still up by 2 goals, still up in the series. Potential to close it out here. Shenandoah B backs against the wall, trying to get things done. Jaxar Better sends this one the opposing way, but it's going to get turned back over by Shenandoah A.
Under 2 minutes to go. Ball rolling across the front. Pops takes advantage of an easy setup. It is goal 3 for Shenandoah A. Under 2 minutes to go. They have to be feeling good about their position here to close this one out in 5.
Absolutely. Shenandoah University looking so good here. Whether they're winning or they're losing, John, the University putting both teams in the finals is still so impressive. Can't get over that. Taking out 2 undefeated teams to do so. We can't say it enough. But in the end, Shenandoah A showing they are the better of the 2 teams so far in this series, finding a way to potentially close this one out. This best-of-7 series could end up as a 4-1 in favor of Shenandoah A.
Under $1:30 to go, up by 3. Shenandoah A looking to hold on. Shenandoah B looking for a very quick comeback. Time not on their side. Approaching the 1-minute mark. One minute to go. Shenandoah A can feel it. They are less than 60 seconds away.
Looking like one team's going to owe the other some meal swipes, Sean, as this one continues to tick on down. 30 seconds left to go here. Shenandoah A still in the lead, up by 3. It is becoming dire if you're Shenandoah B. The series is on the line here. You need 3 quick goals, and they're just not coming easy.
20 seconds to go. Shenandoah A, moments away from Mid-Atlantic Esports Conference glory. 10 seconds. Jacks are better in the corner. Shenandoah B has run out of time as the ball, as soon as it hits the ground, the ball will slam in for Jacks are better. It's a consolation goal because the clock is at 000. Shenandoah University A is your champions of the inaugural Rocket League Championship of the Mid-Atlantic Esports Conference.
Shenandoah University taking home the gold, taking home the silver, and taking home a ton of pride for the school. In the Shenandoah A is your victor, your championship winner, 4-1 in the series. But a lot of credit to Shenandoah B as well, overcoming an undefeated team in GW, making their way here up against all odds, playing so well across the season for both